everyone, and welcome to today's class. Today's energies are really, tumultuous, and especially if you are sensitive, you will notice maybe a roller coaster, depression, or like extravagances, something like that. So like weird, not normal, not as usual. Well, what is usual now anyway, but so you find it really difficult to balance and to navigate. So maybe you want to spend some time alone in nature to balance yourself eternally. Also, it's really important to not take oneself too seriously. Sometimes I remember what I was told once, don't take your own thoughts too seriously. And we all know what our mind likes to play around. Sometimes it tells us horror stories which are far from anything in reality. So really, don't take yourself too seriously, but take yourself seriously with your intent to balance these emotions. And of course, by doing this class, that's actually what we do. So I'm very curious to see what the guides give us. On the feet, and the little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line, and then sit bones together, and it's like a big fountain coming out of the crown of your head, continuously flowing. Ribs together, navel towards your spine, and make sure that your knees and elbows are relaxed. Otherwise, bend them, yeah? Take it easy. Okay, so we start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. Having your arms hanging loosely by your sides, in between your straight and diagonal abs, lengthening everything, and don't force anything. Here you can see it's all tense, yeah? So lengthening little fingers towards your thumbs, lengthen everything. Yeah, I'm just finding the right position for my foot and not tensing my knee and relaxing. And lengthening. Again, keep all your fingers long while doing this turn. Lengthen, ribs together, and relax. Okay, now working our way around, so other way, thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening everything, ribs together, and releasing. Again, thumbs towards the little fingers, everything's long, ribs together, and releasing. Okay, good. Now, to the end of the mat, as you know, the first exercises are always set, and then no idea. So sit bones together, everything's long, and just slowly lowering. And you're not expected to stand here with straight legs or to reach the floor or anything. You can use yoga blocks, you can use books or a chair, and of course you can bend your legs, no problem, yes? Think of the sit bone heel connection, one line, and everything else finds its way over top. Okay, breathing in and lengthening sit bones to your head, just long and relax. Breathing in and again, sit bone to your head, long and release. One more time. And lengthening and just bending the legs, letting your blood flow down, just breathe. And now we will repeat this, turning the upper body, meaning you're looking at your middle finger, lengthening everything continuously, and having your arm floating, because it's about your upper body, it's not about your arm. Your arm is just indicating the direction. Breathe in, sit bone to your head, Now look at your middle finger and describe the biggest possible circle. Make sure you're always having your finger in focus, I wanted to say, yes? So you're not losing it. Navel in, lengthen your upper body, no pushing or pulling, it's all visualization, lengthening. And again, sit bone head, long, and before you come back, you're thinking longer, lengthen. Always think long before you turn, yes? No turning without that. Very important. And lengthening. This is how we get lombalgia, and I don't think anybody needs that. And just release. Okay, so what's next? Right. You can do that either on the underarms or in the plank position. First, I will demonstrate it on the underarms. So little fingers in line with your toes. And you're here. And you just roll on your feet 3 times, very slowly, to notice the calves, how they lengthen, Achilles. And then it's one leg long and lower. One leg long and lower, which means the energy, mostly, of course, is a fountain. But a little bit of it is sent through one heel and therefore keeps the balance. So, balance, right. Balance the emotions. Thank you, guys. Now, same thing in the plank position. Little toes, little fingers in line, lengthening. Relaxed elbows all the time. You also start by doing this 3 times, and then actually you don't have to do it again. Yes? You can take a break from lifting your legs and just continue with that. I think I will do that to just demonstrate what I mean by that. Just let the blood flow back. Of course, if you need to relax your back, you can go right down and relax your back. Yeah, I always need this, so you go with what your body needs. As I was saying, if you are wanting to repeat it, you can now start straight away with the leg lengthening. Okay, so leg lengthening, rolling on the ball of your foot. Okay, and especially when you start, do like 1, take a break, 1, take a break. Make sure it's always working here and you're not hanging on your arms. Good. Okay, so what's next? Sideways push-ups. Good. So, right. I was also told that maybe people look for an emotional outlet. So the outlet is better to be exercised but calmly. So 1 line from your shoulder, hips and heels, embracing your upper shoulder blade, and then place your hand so that your energy goes through your elbow in this direction to not tense your shoulder. Yeah? And the idea is not to come up. The idea is sit both head, lengthening. By the way, you can put something underneath and underneath here if you like. And then describing the biggest possible circle, and you either come up or you don't. No problem. Because the success of the exercise is lengthening your upper body, strengthening the center. Yeah? Lengthen. Okay. How many are we doing, guys? I get 6, but as you know, your intuition is first. Lengthening. And 2 more. Lengthening. And 1 more. And lengthening. Okay. Now, long arms and lengthen here. Okay, you can also do this here. Yes? That's just my version. Lengthen. Okay. So what else are we doing? Changing the position, middle finger in line with your ear. You could still have something underneath and here. Yeah, and now place your hand so that your elbow is in contact with your body, close to you. And here, nothing. Okay, now, slight flex, energy's going through that, and don't lift your leg, see that? Lengthen it, so everything's long. And release. And again, lengthen your leg, energy through your heel, and visualize one line from your hip or muscle line, whatever's wider, to your little toe. And then just let it float down. Breathing in, and one more time, lengthen. And long again, especially fountain coming up, so you've got the freedom in the hip to turn the leg, and release. Breathing in, and lengthening, and turn, and your knee should be floating, yeah, should be totally relaxed, because we're turning from here, there is space, because we're lengthening, and then just have it flow down. Okay, one more time, lengthening and lengthening here. If you chose to do it here, that's fine, yes. Lengthening, I always do it twice, and let's see if we can come up, you know, you can just skip that. And lengthening. Okay, this is just a test how far you can go with your muscle coordination yet with the center. And if that doesn't work, you know, don't bother. At some point it will. And I'm very curious if it does on the other side because of my contraction. So the shoulder in line with the hip and the muscle line, and I'm embracing the upper shoulder blade, placing my hand here. I'm repeating myself, you can put something underneath if you wish, and you don't have to come up, you lengthen and see what happens. So it's a big circle and a big circle. Breathing in and lengthening and coming down, lengthening and lengthening. And yes, I'm told I have to do 6, and as you can see it's a little easier on this side, which is very normal. We have one stronger and one not so strong side, so always try to feel the difference and to help the weaker side, but also help by helping the stronger side. Stronger side, as you can see, it tends to go faster, so slow it down. That makes it more interesting to find out where you can lengthen a bit more. Lengthening. So I guess this was the last one. Okay, so now lengthening here and lengthening, energy through the head. One more. Yeah, as before, you can do this. Okay, now changing the position, middle finger in line with the ear, putting something underneath if you wish, there as well. Slight flex because of the energy coming out of the heels, very end of the heels actually. So from here, lengthening, upper body, and then lengthening and just releasing. Breathing in. On the out breath, lengthening, in line here, and relaxing. Good. And again, lengthening, always of course the upper body, because otherwise I would not be able to turn the entire leg, yeah, and just have the knee totally relaxed, very important, and just let it go. Breathing in, and lengthening one more time, little toe in line with your hip or muscle line, and then lengthen upper body to have the freedom in the hip to turn the leg. Don't force it, it's not better to turn more. That's not what we're trying to do. And release. You just do what you can, and the length and the freedom is what we need. Okay, so lengthening once again, choose whatever you chose to do it, however you chose to do it, and lengthen, whatever your version was. Okay, and now, let's see. Yeah, wow, contraction, wow. Okay. So that's really like, you know, mind and just, yes, okay, relaxing the back a little bit. Yeah, and maybe you just want to do it a little bit softer, gentler, or more gentle, and then just stretch and find out how your body is. If there is any weird feeling, tension, pain, maybe you just want to give it a shake. Very good. Shaking your energy field. Chinese medicine teaches us three-dimensional for your arms, so there's no bothering your shoulder joints. And then let's see what they are coming up with next. Okay, I'm showing on all fours. Right, so here we go. If your knees are tender or something like that, just make sure that you put like a cushion underneath or a little blanket so you just feel relaxed. That's important. Okay, so little toes in line with your little fingers. Breathing in. On the out breath, navel towards your spine, we do a little massage. Lengthening, and elbows down, and lengthening. So it's only a massage of the lower back, it's not the upper back. That would be this, yes? Not doing that, I'm leaving everything here relaxed and just think between my pubic bone and navel, and lengthen. Because that's where the back likes to shorten. So here we have a little stretch for the back, lower back, and that's what we're aiming at. Lengthening, and one more, and lengthening. Okay, and then you can either relax the back or have the blood flow back. Okay, so we get to do a lot, they say. Okay, up for it? Yes. So from here, make sure that your navel is slightly in and that you're long behind your neck. Now, lengthen one leg on the floor, totally on the floor, and then slightly up. And the other leg. Look in front of you on the mat, whereabouts your fingers are ending, so it's like here, okay? And then you know that you have your neck long. Okay, 4 more, I say 8, alternating. Please take your time to feel where you could possibly lengthen a bit more, because this is, again, as you are thinking of the fountain, and then lengthening your leg, helping to create space in your hip. And of course, your hip bones need to be parallel and stay parallel to the mat. Now we have the opposite arm, lengthening, and lengthening, and lengthening, and lengthening. I want to do 8, and I think I need to do 4 more. Lengthen, making sure that you are not breaking the air, I always call this, but have the energy flowing through your fingertips and no tension in your wrists. I'll show you in a moment how you find that out. Lengthen, and just that, good. Okay, so here is your bone, and next to it, a little bit back, is the point where you can see how you relax your wrist. Okay, so if you just, it's not even pushing that, it's just like very gentle, and then it relaxes. Okay, so from here, again, what are we doing? Okay, we're doing the mobilization exercise. Interesting that we did the lengthening first. Interesting. So it's 90 degrees angle of your leg. Everything is the same, lengthening, and it's just in, out, and back. In, so it's like a quarter of a circle drawn with your knee, and they say we are doing 4 with each leg. Now make sure you use your abs well, meaning weight is well in the center and you've got your hips parallel to the mat. In, open, and I really try to feel, because there in my psoas is the contraction. Lengthen, and just take a little break before I do the reverse version, yeah? Just having the blood flow back. As you know, if you need to relax your back, do that please. Okay, so from here, the other way around is in, then long and open. So always in, that relaxes a little bit, back and open. In, back, open, in, back, open, out. In, back, open, out. In, back, open, in, back, open, in, back, open, and relax. Okay. Right. And now we're really stretching out. First straight and then turning. And we do 4 alternating of each. So from here, bending up the leg, parallel also your upper thighs parallel to the floor. Now lengthening energy out of the heel and lowering. It's sit bone, heel in line, and your hips or little toes in line. Your hips or muscle line in line with your little toe. That was what I wanted to say. Okay, so other leg. Now make sure there's lots of energy flowing through your fountain. Yeah, lengthening fountain, and a little through the leg, but a little, because otherwise we don't have our hips parallel to the floor. Okay, so one more, and lengthen, and lowering, navel, and now you can sink a little bit of energy through your heel, but make sure more even through your fountain to stretch behind your leg a little bit more. Yeah, you'll notice how much you want that. Lengthening, your knee is relaxed, lowering in alignment, and now energy through the head, main energy, and a little bit more through your heel, sinking the heel down, and feel the stretch. Oh wow! Tendon changing place. Okay, now up and lengthening. Same thing, but now I'm doing the turn, meaning I need to focus on my center line and the sides of my body being the 2 other sides, the 2 other lines, yeah, to not end up like this, yes, because I want everything to be long, so I can't possibly describe a big circle. It's small. Lengthen and lengthening and to the side, lengthen and now out and slowly bending in. Good. And up and lengthening and open side on the floor and release and back. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Important thing is, if a tendon jumps, if it hurts, be careful. If it doesn't hurt, it just shows you how much tension there is. Yes? Okay, just relaxing here. So what else do they want? Okay, they show me 2 exercises, 3 exercises. Right, so what do we start with? Right, okay. So, little toes in line with your hip or muscle line. Hands behind your head, breathing in. So from here, first of all, sit bones to your head. We do the abs technique, lengthening. And then lengthening down we go. And again, breathing in. And sit bones to your head, lengthening. Breathing in, lengthening down. Okay, so now, third one, lengthen. If you're feeling a little inconvenient, you can always push with your head against your hands to lengthen even more, yeah? Very important to not come up like this. It's always the length. Okay, so bending in and coming up. Lengthening. Okay, so now, lengthening one leg. Please, if you need to bend your legs, it's fine. Yeah, you can just do that. And only as low as you can with your navel in, because if you don't know it's not a problem. The interesting part is lengthening here and lengthening your leg circles like this to come up and to go very, very slowly. This is what I need to do now. Okay, and other leg, lengthening. Little toe in line with your hip or muscle line and coming up again. Lengthen. Okay, one more with each leg, I'm told. Lengthening. Like interesting, they seem to cut the exercises a little short. Well, not really, but they want us to do a lot in a short time now. Lengthen. Lengthen. Okay, lengthen, lengthen, and release. Okay. Okay, so just relax your back. Now, what they tell me is that we're doing scissors. So don't get scared. Yes, if you can do it in a candle position, we do that. But really what it is open your legs equally and lengthen. Mainly through your head is always the fountain that gets the majority of the energy. Lengthening, coming back. And you can do that with bent legs on your back here. Navel in, yeah, as you can. And then coming back together. The important thing is to try to open your legs equally. Okay, so here is the candle position. Everyone chooses, please, their version. Trying to lengthen both legs equally. And lengthening and lengthening and coming back, lengthening and again lengthening. Very careful now because of the jump of the tendon and lengthening. It feels like it's been the right thing. Yeah, but of course I'm careful with all that I've experienced in the last 1.5 years. Okay, and just relaxing, lowering the legs, lengthening the arms, and slowly lengthening and lengthening. The important thing is, whatever you have, if there is an issue, to go slow, 1, And second, always from the center working out. Even if there is a little tension anywhere, a little point, that's the same thing. Spread it out. Yeah? Okay. Good. Just relax your back, because I'm shown that we have to do the exercise on the knees again. Use a blanket or a cushion if you like. But I'm a little bit embarrassed about because of my hip, but I'm not questioning the guides, and I hope to show it good to one side so you know what you're doing. Sit bones together, lengthening, so the fountain is going through your entire body. Make sure that you always have your shoulder blades in line, so your arms are here, and not too far back, not too high. Yeah, one leg is right in front, and now from here, don't go back with your arms, lengthening in front, have your shoulder blades parallel. So now from here, on the floor, and then you think long, and you don't worry if you can't lift your leg. Yeah, because that's not the success. The success is the lengthening of the body and the energy coming through your head, your hands, elbow, and your toe, lengthening and release. And actually my knee is a little tender, but okay, let's see. Lengthen, other way. So the idea would be to be, when you can, lift your leg parallel, yes, to the floor, and lengthening and lower. And again, lengthening and lower. Yeah, I would like to have it a little higher, but does not want to do that. So no forcing, your body knows better than you. Lengthening and lengthen. So if you can be parallel to the floor, then you slightly try to go forwards and back. But make sure to not arch your back, to really have your leg floating. I hope you can see that. My leg is really floating, navel, and it's really about the energy going through, everywhere, out, and then lengthen. So I'm not trying to push or to go with momentum, no. Carefully out. Okay, so let's see. Lengthening to the other side. Okay, lengthening. No, very carefully forwards. Okay, no. Lengthening and backwards and lengthening slowly. Yeah, it goes a little further, lengthening, but I feel the tension. And I don't know if that maybe was too much. Lengthening. Okay. And lengthening. Wow. Okay. Good. Right. Okay, so what do guides say? Well, no, they say we did good. We're done. So just do whatever you need to feel fine now at the end of the class. Yeah, my body does this on its own. So if there's anything that your body loves doing, allow it to do that. If it feels good, that's right. Okay, so thank you very, very much for participating in today's class. And please, if the guides' work help you, there's also more on Heikebatas on YouTube, weekly energy updates, daily energies on Instagram at Heike Dance. Please go there, because we are living in challenging times and we just need community, inspiration, love, all this. So I'm so happy the guides do this work, and if it helps you, please let us help the world. Lots and lots of love, and have a